What's up, everybody? Alan Johnson with the AJ team here. I hope you are doing awesome, awesome, awesome. So today we're going to talk about the difference between a real estate agent and a real estate relationship. All right. So the difference between a real estate agent and the difference between a real estate relationship. So 99% of people, when they're asking for a referral, they ask for a real estate agent, right? And the numbers are kind of a little bit, not exact, but there are about 100,000 real estate agents just in the state of Virginia alone, right? That's not including DC, not including Maryland, but 100,000 agents roughly in Virginia alone. So a real estate agent, all right? So when you ask for a real estate agent, this is what you're asking for. A real estate agent will show you homes. That's what they do. They can pull data, right? They don't necessarily interpret data, but they will pull data. They leave that interpretation of the data to you, right? They will write a contract, right? They might not necessarily explain the entire contract, but they'll write a contract. They can finish tasks. So anything that you want them to do, they'll finish it and they'll do it, right? And then some of them will even give you a discount, right? So I'm thinking about Redfin. I'm thinking about a lot of other people, right? Because that's their model, right? So they're task-driven agents. Anything that's higher level is not what they specialize in. So when you're asking for a real estate agent, right, that's essentially what you may be asking for, right? So let me explain to you the difference between a real estate agent and a real estate relationship. So a real estate relationship should help you with strategy. So that relationship with that agent should be starting years, months in advance of you using that real estate agent, right? And that strategy should be building up, right, to make sure that that real estate asset is maximized. So when you're ready to sell it, you're ready to rent it, you're ready to do something with it, it's put you in the correct position, right? So a relationship equals someone that helps you with the strategy, right? Another thing where a real estate relationship is different than an agent is it should make you smarter, right? I had countless conversations with our clients who are really smart, lawyers, VPs, presidents, CEOs, own these big companies, and they come talk to us, right? Because they do what they do well, but they don't do real estate, right? They understand that there's a clear difference between being an expert and just having some general knowledge. And when they're dealing with the largest asset, even though they own these big companies and they make good money, they understand that real estate is one of the most important assets, financial assets that they have. So they need someone that can help make them smarter when it comes to real estate. That's very different when you're dealing with a real estate agent as opposed to a relationship. They will have tough and enlightening conversations. So real estate relationships will have tough and enlightening conversations. So there's a client of ours who's a lawyer, and we sold her the house probably about 5 or 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago. Bright, awesome lady, right? And she really knows what she does, what she's doing when it comes to being a lawyer and help people out with those types of decisions. But when it comes to real estate, I know I'll get a quick text. Hey, Alan, I need to bend your ear. I just need a little bit of strategy session with you. And the conversation was around how she should, number one, should she refinance? And if it made sense. And number two, how she should deed the property. And should the property go in her name or the property should go in her husband's name? And I remember getting off the conversation. She's like, nah, it's not going to work. You're telling me to put it in my husband's name and not put it in my name. And it wasn't her wrapping her head around, like, if something happened, what would happen to the house? It was like really a strategy session for us around what are you going to be doing future in your business and how can you use this real estate asset to help you or it can hurt you. So what ended up happening was I ended up getting a text from her, and I don't know if I can find it in my phone. Let me see if I can find them. This is real time. I wasn't even planning on bringing this up, but I think it's all right. So I forgot to tell you, I took your advice. I put the refi in P's name only. They got a 2.875 interest rate, now saving $500 to $600 monthly, no PMI, and 20 years instead of 30 years. So glad we had that conversation. Good looking out. That's the difference between a relationship and an agent. And I wrote her back. I said, look, so our real estate conversation saved, or better yet, made you $50,000 at minimum in profit, right? And that's the difference. Like, you know, so many people are running out here trying to get a discount on a couple of $1,000s when a real estate relationship should make you thousands of dollars over the life of the relationship. So, and then last but not least, a real estate relationship opens up their network to make you future money, right? So they open up their network to make you future money. So I'm thinking about a couple of stories. I'm thinking about a client that moved from up here down to Alabama. And I remember having a conversation with them at Girani Coffee House in Manassas. And it was probably about a 2-hour conversation about real estate investing, where I literally, like, they plucked my brain to no end. And we were just having this conversation. And now I see on Instagram that they own multiple properties. A lot of the strategies and the things that we talked about are the things that they're executing. And as an agent, I look on that with pride, because I know it was a relationship, right, that's going to build generational wealth for their clients, right? I think about 2 other clients. I think about the Hayes family and another brother that went to Mason with me, Christian. And it was those conversations with those brothers was really more along the lines of, look, you bought a property with us that's smaller. It is really time for you to push the envelope and get something bigger. And I had conversations with both of those brothers over the past, I would say, like 2 weeks, where they were just so happy that we had that conversation about me pushing them to buy something else and something bigger, because now they're in the pandemic. Having a bigger house makes a whole lot of sense. The equity that they would have had in the smaller property is now moved to a bigger property. Interest rates are low. It was just those conversations in the relationship that we had that were uncomfortable. They were tough. They were probably conversations they had to go back to their wife, and they were like, you know, what is Johnson talking about? You know, why is he trying to make us buy a bigger house? Like, no, I'm always trying to have a conversation so that over the life of your real estate, you're making smart decisions, right? So if you want a real estate relationship over an agent, call us. If you want an agent relationship, that's cool. You can have that. Like, that's not the type of clients that we like and friends that we like to work with. But if you want a relationship, someone that's going to be here for the long haul of real estate with you, give us a call, because those are the relationships that are worth building for us. All right. Alan Johnson with the AJ team. You have the dream. We have the address, and we'll see you soon.